Oh, okay. Cool. I wonder why he's flashing a light at me. Okay, guys, thanks very much for coming along, even though you had to. This, when I say imaginative sounds and dreams, I think that's really true. When I've looked at all of your assignments across the stage 2 and 3, and there's an amazing wealth of imagination there. We couldn't do all of them because of the time constraints, but we've chosen sort of some ideas that sort of symbolic of the great imagination that these 2 years have. And initially we'll start with Joseph Tabua, and it's a wonderful sense of colour, particularly in the way he uses all the different ways he uses all the timbres for electric guitar. And then we come through to Alex King on centre. It's written a beautiful harmonic sort of essay, using all the very delicate harmonics of the guitar. It sustains that in a beautiful sort of form, which I think you'll see. We take that coloristic sort of thread goes through into Jai Golab, who does really, it's like our very own Keith Jarrett, really, in a type of a sort of beautiful sort of shifting asymmetrical rhythms and a real ear for harmonic colour. Then we come through into Aslan Beavis, who I think is like Western Sydney's Tori Amos. She has a way of touch on the piano that's quite chilling and really has a good emotional kick to it. Then we come through into Christina Maggio. She's written a beautifully constructed piece for 2 guitars. I think the structural changes and variation in this piece are really exciting. It shows a real sort of intellect and ear for colour going on. We come through into David McDonald for Autumn, and I think this is absolutely amazing, the way he's just taken a very sort of minimalistic sort of resources and then built them up in layers to create a really extremely well-structured harmony using his iPad, voice and guitar. Then we come through into Sam, and again we have an adjoining sort of electric bass piece to match the other. And here I think it's amazing how you can really make the double bass speak in terms of like a great variety of textures out of this. Then we come through into sort of maybe some childish fun, where Ian Dunn has written a really fun piece about losing his spectacles for his kid. But it's also a very well constructed piece of composition that shows you the sort of fun you can have. You don't have to be serious. You might want to point out to the singer where her glasses are at the end. Okay, so thank you, and thank these creative minds. I really enjoy marking your assignments.
Once upon a time, I dreamed he was a bumblebee buzzing and flitting happily himself and doing as he pleased. He didn't believe it was right. Suddenly, he felt his head open. There was an old Luke Reinhardt lying in bed beside him from one hill. He didn't know if he was Dr. Reinhardt that dreamed he was a bumblebee, or was he a bumblebee dreaming he was Dr. Reinhardt? He didn't know, and his head was buzzing. I am a large man with big butcher's hands. My primary profession has been psychiatry. My life is islands of ecstasy in an ocean of annoy, and after the age of 30, landed 17. I found suddenly on my 32nd birthday that I wanted to kill myself, and to kill several other people too. Anybody can be anybody. A dice man is a deeply sick concept, totally lacking in love. What has love to do with anything? If I do not love, I am dead. Anybody can be anybody. Bubbling laughter can be ever growing louder. That's their surprise. The laughter must be a hallucination. chair and tried bravely to block it out, but the laughs continued to flow. Slowly and steadily, my friends, I was beginning to go insane. I found that my residual self was changing. When I chose to let the sleeping guy lie and be my natural self, I discovered that I liked absurd comments, anecdotes, actions. I climbed trees in Central Park, assumed a yoga position of meditation during a cocktail party, and oozed a hysteric oracular monks every 2 minutes, which confused and even bored me. I shouted, "I am Batman!" at the top of my lungs at the end of a telephone conversation, or not because the dice said so, but because I felt like it. I would break into laughter for no reason at all. I would overreact to situations, becoming angry, fearful, compassionate violence. You must never question the wisdom of the die. His ways are inscrutable. He leads you by the hand into an abyss, and lo, it is a fertile plain. You stagger beneath the burden he places upon you, and behold, you soar. The die never deviates from the tower, nor do you. "I am a virgin," I said in a thin, delicate voice. "Please be gentle. There are 2 paths. Use the die, or you let the die use you." "Christ," I said heavily, "am I going to be sold? A die is my shepherd, I shall not want. He make me lie down, in green pastures I lie. He leadeth me beside the still waters, I swim. He destroyeth my soul, he leadeth me in the paths of righteousness, for enemy's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for chance is with me. The 2 sacred cubes, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me. In the presence of mine enemies, thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness, mercy, evil, and cruelty shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of chance forever." Dice Man game goes like this. We write down 6 things we might do, and then we shake a die to see which one we do. We'll write down 6 persons you might be, and then shake the die and see which one you are. What then can I do to save myself? Slowly and steadily, my friends, I was beginning to go insane. I found my residual self was changing. The bubbling laughter continued, ever growing louder. Then surprised, the laughter must be my hallucination. Surely goodness and mercy and evil and cruelty shall follow me, and all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of trance forever.
It's autumn leaves are falling down, and they're tumbling to the ground. It's autumn leaves are falling down, and they're tumbling to the ground. It's autumn leaves are falling down. Summer's warmth gets sucked away. You can't feel it in your bones. Oh, when the sun comes out of reach and you feel it all alone. Oh. Brown leaves are crumbling. Your hands are fumbling. Your heart is pounding, and the sky is rumbling.
place. Wherever I put them, they disappear at once. Oh no, they don't! You just put them down anywhere, and then look for them in the wrong place. I found them in the teapot the other day, Mr. Twiddle. What on earth were they doing in the teapot? Really? The teapot? I wonder if they're there now. Let's see. Oh, I took them off in the bathroom. I definitely took them off in the bathroom. If I know you, you would have left them in the bathroom. Or, I bet you even put them in the toilet. Please tell me you didn't leave them in the toilet, Twiddle. No, you were right, my dear. I put them in the bathroom. I suppose I thought they were safe in there. Now, listen to me, Twiddle. You find a good place, put your spectacles there, and then when you take them off, you won't lose them. Oh, that's a good idea, wife. But where would a safe place be? On top of the clock, do you think? Do you really think that you would find them on top of the clock if you were going out to tea, or if you were in the garden? Now be sensible, Mr. Twiddle, and think carefully about wherever you are, you can put them. I know a good place. I'll put them in a leather case and then slip the case into my shoe. Then I'll always know exactly where they are. That's a good spot, Mr. Twiddle. But will you remember that they're in there? I do know you, Twiddle. You're likely to forget. Let's give you 20 minutes and see if you remember. Mrs. Twiddle, have you seen my glasses? My love, I swear, Twiddle, if you ask me one more time, where are your spectacles? Where are your spectacles? You know I should get you blue. I think that would be. Oh, hey, I found them. Yay! You shouldn't lose them so constantly.
Thanks very much, Professor Kate. Ever since she's got glasses, I think Ian's been inspired to write that song. Look, thanks very much for coming. This was a great concert. Like, I'm really thrilled with the imagination. These are not merely assignments. You guys are playing with music and being quite creative. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a number of famous people coming out of this group of composers. So thank you very much. I'd like to also say thanks very much to David Rapicano, Mitchell Hart, and Noel Burgess, who always provide seamless technical support. So we give them a round.